Good morning, everybody. Well, on this rainy, gloomy day today, I've decided I'm going to make a heavenly cocoa chocolate cake. I just want to make a nice, delicious chocolate cake today. So it's something to do. When it rains, you always have to keep yourself busy. And today's a really rainy, gloomy day. So I'm adding in 2 cups of flour. See what I'm talking about? I meant sugar. Now I'm adding in 1 3/4 cup of flour. There's nothing better than a light, heavenly chocolate cake. It's delicious, it's yummy, and it's something to really keep yourself busy on a rainy, gloomy day like today. Sometimes you have to get in there, also clean out your closet. And 2 cups of sugar. I'm now adding in 1 3/4 cup of flour. We want to make sure this is right, and the cake itself will not come out. Here we go. And make sure you level your flour. There we go. Next thing I have to add in is going to be my Hershey's cocoa. I get everything out of the way, folks, so you can see what I'm doing. What it was pointing that out to me before. Hershey's cocoa. 3/4 cup. Being very careful, I don't want to waste any of it. It's unsweet, so kids, please do not eat this. Believe me, it's very bitter.
Amber Bamber.
Here we go. Cover this up. A long time ago, folks, and I never forgot this, we were moving and I accidentally had an open cocoa thing in the car. Well, you can imagine the whole car smelled like cocoa. Let's wash everything out now. Okay? I love a good, wonderful chocolate cake, folks. I really do. Now I'm going to add in my baking powder and soda. Let me grab my teaspoons. Here they are. 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder and soda. Okay, start with the powder, folks, and we put this aside because you can make a mistake. You could add the same thing in twice, especially on a rainy day. 1. Come on, out. Here we go. 1 1/2. I have to find that teaspoon, folks. I'm not awake yet. Sometimes spoons accidentally separate. Okay.
Luna.
I have to get the other teaspoons in the other drawer. 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Here we go. If you can't find half a teaspoon, you can always use 2/4. It'll add up to the same thing. All right, now I'm going to go to my soda. Here we go. Now I just got to get the teaspoon. Here we go. Here we go. Perfect. Now, the next thing I have to do is I have to whisk this together. Put all this aside for now. Get the milk out of the way too, folks, because it would be funny to have everything blocking. You can't see what I'm doing. Now we're going to whisk this together. Make sure you whisk it for a good minute or so. You want to make sure it almost looks like a dark powder. That's all I can explain about it. Whisk this together. Keep whisking. You've got to make sure everything is together, folks, because it's going to, you want the cake to be fluffy. Even Amber agrees. So all you need is 1 bowl, folks. You don't need to have a million bowls. You just use 1 bowl, and that's all you need. That's cleaned up. You have to do. 2 eggs. Yeah, I love to make a good chocolate cake. It's just wonderful. It's a delicious treat. I'm going to add in my milk. I'm adding in a cup of milk. There we go. Use whole milk. A little bit more. I just want to be safe. A little bit. Here we go. Sometimes you lose a little bit. You never know. All right. I'm adding in a 1/2 cup of oil. There we go. This is oil-based, folks.
Amber Bamber.
It's done, folks. It's going to be really delicious. Put this away. Now the next thing I have to do is add in my vanilla. Then we're going to mix this and we're going to add in the water. Camel Lady, remind me of the water. Okay.
Yep.
Always add in vanilla. Okay. We're going to mix this together, then we're going to go to the water. next thing is I want to add in my water. Now, folks, you don't have to add in a whole cup of water. You have to really figure it yourself in your own mind. Is it moist enough? Because you don't want to get it overly, you know. I would say about maybe 3/4 cup of water. We'll see how this comes out. I don't know what's going on with the cats today. They're absolutely hyper today. We don't know what's going on. We think it's probably because of the weather. All right, now let's get the always use parchment paper when you make your cake, folks. There's a reason for that. You don't want your cake to stick. Now I gotta grab my melted butter, because even with parchment paper, things can stick. Here we go. Yeah, my son was talking to me about apple picking, but unfortunately it's closed today because of the rain. It was even closed yesterday, I think, because the ground was still wet. It's been nothing but rain here for the last couple of days. I was telling my handyman he should really build me an ark. Here we go. Okay. I also want to make sure we have a little bit of flour, just to make sure it doesn't stick. A little bit of flour. You don't need a lot. This is parchment paper. You can peel right off. Okay. A little bit of flour. You don't need a lot, honestly. Here we go. Here we go. Should be no problem at all. Now let me grab my spoon. We're going to put this into the cake pan. Please, folks, if you can, make sure you have the same amount for each cake. All right? You want to make sure it's even. Sometimes I know it's hard. Oh, this looks so good. I would love to lick the batter. Alright. Sometimes it just floats all over the place. All right, a little bit more. Pop this in the oven and bake this for about a good 30 minutes. Bake at 350 for 30 minutes. Okay, folks. We're going to now frost the cake. Let me grab my knife. Whatever I can grab. Folks, be careful. It's a little sticky today. I don't know why. It could be because the humidity is so bad. There we go. Put some vanilla frosting right in the middle. And we've been having a lot of humidity. It's very delicate, the cakes. I don't know why. It seems to happen. Here we go. So I gotta be really careful when I spread this out that we don't want to break the cake. Here we go. I'm going to use the whole box of frosting today. Here we have a delicious, and I call it my heavenly chocolate cake. Herseys Chocolate Cake. It's heavenly, it's light and fluffy. Okay? Whatever sticks, it goes on here as crumbs. It's really delicious. Here we go. Here we go. And here we have a delicious heavenly chocolate cake on this rainy day from Deborah's Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.